Worshippers are subjected to security screening before gaining entrance into the mosque, with security personnel on standby to forestall any breakdown of law and order.
We should be among those who will use our right hand to
One after the other, the worshippers arrived in their numbers looking colourfully dressed. Children are not left out as they tagged along. In Yola, the Adamawa state capital and Plateau state, worshippers tripped out early to observe the prayers under clement weather. Governor Omar Fintiri thanks Almighty God for another opportunity to be part of this year's ceremony, while the Secretary General of Jamaatul Nasir Islam and Chief Imam of Five Mosques, Sheikh Aliyu Khalid, advocates the need for the nation's leaders to ensure the protection of lives and property, which is the primary responsibility of the government.
I still urge us to peacefully coexist so that we could benefit from the social economic development we will have in the state.
I think we're passing through a trying moment of myriad of problems that bedevil our own country, which we assiduously and fervently pray to Allah the Exalted to provide relief.
The Kaduna State Governor and some other officials of the state also joined the other Muslim faithful for the special prayers. He admonishes Muslims to imbibe the spirit of tolerance and peaceful coexistence, just as the Nasarawa State Governor sues for peace and unity.
We should live in peace with fellow human beings. We should sacrifice and pay obedience to God.
Without peace, we can't achieve anything. That's why I always like to ask my brothers and sisters in Nasarawa State to imbibe the culture of peace and harmony.
In Jalingo, the Taraba state capital, the Deputy Governor and the Speaker of the State House of Assembly appealed to Nigerians to complement efforts of government at all levels to end security challenges witnessed in some parts of the country. Former military President General Ibrahim Babangida also used the occasion of the Eid-El-Kabir to commend the leadership of the police and the army for their handling of the killings of policemen in Taraba state by some military men.
I'm calling on all Tarabans. We should continue to be our brothers' keepers. We should not kill one another.
What I was reading, I was quite happy. I read in the paper the leadership are taking action. There are investigations to find out what happens.
The message of peace and religious tolerance resonates in Kano, Abuja and Gombe state as the Gombe governor calls for religious tolerance.
Violence is not part of Islam. Islam means peace, and many verses of the Quran, prove the fact that Allah is not God of violence.
I just urge people to be law-abiding and to continue to pray for the nation so that Allah will answer our prayers and take us out of the bondage that we, so to say, put ourselves in.
From Kwara to Sokoto and Kogi states, Muslims observe the Eid-El-Kabir with morning prayers. The Chief of Staff, Government House, Aminu Logun, who stood in for the Governor of Kwara State, Abdurrahman Abdurazak, reiterates the call for peaceful coexistence, while the Kogi State Governor warns against inciting statements. The Sultan of Sokoto, on his part, stressed the need for Nigerians to pray for their leaders.
Appeal to all Kwarans to join hands with this government so that we can deliver the dividend of democracy to them.
Please, give peace a chance. Don't incite the public. Don't incite the public against the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari.
The high point of the ceremony is the traditional slaughtering of the sacrificial ram, signifying the sacrifice of Ishmael by Prophet Ibrahim.